300K. Man, big money. Quote my fourth favorite rapper of all time, AZ. We rolling with big boys now, man. Big money. Not. That's atrocious, man. But I'm not surprised. Look at the damn talent level of his opponent, man. Y'all see, Manny Pacquiao fans were hyping this cat up to be something that he's not, just because they don't want to make Manny Pacquiao look like a cherry picker, man. Oh, but let Floyd Mayweather fight somebody on Chris Algieri's level. That motherfucker will be the most cherry pickingest ass motherfucker on the planet, man. Y'all wouldn't stop talking about how, Floyd Mayweather's a cherry picker. And what are the words y'all like to use? Gay weather, Mayfeather, that dumb shit, that elementary school shit, man. Like, y'all wouldn't stop talking about that. You know what I'm saying? But when it's Manny Pacquiao, everything's great. Yeah, Chris Algieri is elite now because Manny Pacquiao is gonna fight him. Man, I'm not surprised. Hopefully y'all ain't surprised, man. If you are, then you don't know shit about boxing. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do a post-fight on this for two reasons. One, because like I said in an earlier video, that week I was out of town and I didn't have the materials I needed to make videos. And two, when I got back from out of town, it wasn't too late to do one. I just didn't fucking feel like it. Because, I mean, what am I, for what? You know what I'm saying? It was I predicted this fight was going to end in the 9th round, and it very well should have. Manny Pacquiao laid Chris Algieri out in the 9th round, just like I predicted. And dude got up wobbling and shit. I've seen refs stop fights for less damage than that. And on top of that, I think it was like the 6th knockdown, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember if Algieri got knocked down again after that. But I think that was the 6th knockdown, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fight should have been stopped. But, man, it was a classic, though. When they had, as soon as he got knocked down, they had Chris Algieri's trainer, Tim Lane. They were interviewing the cat. And he's like, yeah, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's a good listener. He listened to me very well. I'm gonna let him out of the cage. Nigga said that shit. And Max Kellerman's like, is your strategy to knock him out? He's like, yes. Strategy is to knock him out. I'm gonna let him out of the cage. Says that shit. Whop! Boy down and out. Laid on his back, man. On cue. And Tim Lane was quiet as a motherfucker after that, man. That shit was funny. But, I mean, it's no surprise to me, man. Doing 300K pay-per-view buys, man. Mayweather averages over 500. Averages over 500, man. So, and you cannot get, be expected to have leverage in negotiations with Mayweather and you doing numbers like this, man. I knew this shit was going to happen. I was telling my boy that his numbers are going to be low. One reason, because he's fighting Chris Algieri, of course. But the second reason is because it's in Macau, China. And if this motherfucker learned anything from the Brandon Rios fight, he didn't do well because it was in Macau, China. Brandon Rios is more of a known fighter, more popular than Chris Algieri. You know what I'm saying? And he still didn't do well in Macau, China. So you're going back over there with a lesser opponent in terms of popularity. You're not going to do that well. You're not going to do better than that. That's no surprise to me, man. Then Bob Arum talking about Pacquiao's next opponent is sorry-ass Jesse Vargas, man. Like, come on, man. Why they doing this to this man? They're making him look really bad. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who don't know, Jesse Vargas, if you watch this fight, if you're actually watching the undercards to this pay-per-view event, you didn't fall asleep or anything. Jesse Vargas was the cat before this fight that fought Antonio DeMarco. And my boy didn't know who he was, and I'm telling my boy who Jesse Vargas is, throughout the fight. And I Jesse Vargas to me has no potential. I think he's a C-class fighter and he will stay there. I think he lost to Khabib Algieri. He shouldn't even be a champion right now. Antonio DeMarco moved up in weight, got knocked out by Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying? Was getting thoroughly outclassed by Jorge Linares. Caught Linares with a lucky punch. You know, Antonio DeMarco is not the greatest opponent. I think Antonio DeMarco, he's on his way to being a gatekeeper. He was that before he fought Jesse Vargas, or he was on his way to being that before he fought Jesse Vargas. So I think Vargas is like 20-something wins and 8 KOs. I mean, the same kind of fucking record and ability as Chris Algieri. They're literally identical. Honestly, I'd like to see a fight between Jesse Vargas and Chris Algieri. I think that'd be a nice chess match. You know what I'm saying? But they're saying this is gonna be his next opponent. You know, hopefully it ain't in fucking Macau. Let me say this. Yeah, don't put it in China, for one. Two, no pay-per-view. Because against Jesse Vargas, that shit will probably do 100,000. Because Chris Algieri is more known than Jesse Vargas because Chris Algieri beat Provodnikov. You can't even market Jesse Vargas, man. Like, why are they fighting these no power punching guys, man? Manny Pacquiao is not. He should have knocked Chris Algieri out. If this was his chance right here, and he didn't do it. This was his chance. Now, granted, I'll give him a little credit. I only credit him for 5 knockdowns. One of them knockdowns was a slip. But I'll give him credit. He did knock the cat down 5 times. And that last one should have been, you know, called off. The fight should have been done in the 9th round. But he didn't do it. So I don't know what they're trying to prove, man, by picking these pillow punching cats, man. That box from the outside. One more thing before I end this. I told you cats, man, in the prediction video that Chris Algieri had to use his feet the entire fight. He had to use the ring. He had to use 100% of his height, 100% of his reach. Did y'all see what he did when he first got knocked down? What did he do? It looked very similar to the first knockdown against Ruslan Provodnikov. He planted his feet, traded hooks with Manny Pacquiao, got knocked down, did like a damn roll over, you know, like a little backflip and shit on the mat, stood back up. Same knockdown, same movement while he was on the mat, same punch as the first knockdown in the Ruslan Provodnikov fight. So he pretty much did exactly what he should not have done, and he paid for it. So anyway, 300K, not enough to have leverage against Mayweather in terms of negotiation. Hopefully, man, I'm praying to God Bob Arum does not have Manny Pacquiao fight no damn Jesse Vargas, man. Let's pray that shit don't happen. I'm gonna conclude this. This is real talk for real fans. 1.